22-yard line.
Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Jackson. 2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is uh-oh. He's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Jackson will get this out to Barkley, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Now the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10.
At the Buccaneers' 10-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Eagles 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To the sideline.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Eagles 7, Buccaneers nothing.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jackson on the move to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
For the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
At the 35-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Devondre Campbell. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
a play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Buccaneer first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Now fourth down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
On the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now they try the right side here. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 3. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run. Watch 13. 58, come on. 58.
After the interception, here's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got Evans. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Incomplete from the...
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jannard Avery in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
We own this. We own this. 58, boy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson quickly into the hands of Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. And
they'll look to throw here on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. That catch good for only a couple.
complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He may try and run from this. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And it's 3.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here,